I got a lot of comments in my last video saying that there was a weird skeleton man in the background. I know what you're referring to, so allow me to just like put your mind at ease. It's a wig. Hello. The damn Ashley Marcy wig with a hat on it on top of a tripod. Okay? It's not a skeleton. I don't get it. Sorry, I'm in a very bitter mood today. I'm not sure what my problem is. Actually, I do know what my problem is. My father ate my goddamn pizza from last night that I got for free almost, besides paying for delivery and the tip, because I saved up my points to get a free medium 2-topping pizza from Domino's, and I ate like half of it, and then he ate the rest in the middle of the night while I was asleep. Money is tight. I was gonna eat that today. All right, calm down. Calm down, do what you're here to do, okay? Okay. Hi. As I was filming my last video, something struck me, and I was reminded of yet another time in my life that I buried quite deep, because this time in my life, I'm pretty sure was inspired by some stuff that I found on YouTube. You know, at this point, it's no news that I was an interesting child, but you know what? I was an even more interesting, if you want to use that word, preteen. Is it an only child thing? Like, are only children just really weird? Cause like, I don't know, dude. That's just, I would not be surprised if that was like a statistic, you know? Cause damn. Anyway, what this video is about is this hobby, I suppose, that I had. This feels so weird to talk about because like I literally have never talked about this. And I'm acting as if it's like some big like dramatic secret, and it's really not. It's just funny. Let me explain, okay? You know, as a child, I loved playing with dolls. I had a bunch of baby dolls. I had Polly Pockets that I played with until I was way too old. But also, as a kid, I loved babies. I don't know why, I just had this fascination with them. I always wanted a little brother or sister, but never did, because my body said, hi, your parents are gonna need to devote all of their attention to you because your body just doesn't wanna be correct. So yeah, that means no siblings for you to grow up with. Thanks, science, genetics, for that. Maybe that's why I was so weird about this stuff, because you'll understand in a minute. Time went on, I got a little bit older, I grew out of the Polly Pockets and the Barbies and the baby dolls, or so I thought that I grew out of the baby dolls, because when I was around the age of 12 or 13, I discovered this community on YouTube where usually women would get these dolls called Reborns. Now listen, before I go any further, let me also say that I completely respect anyone that collects these dolls for whatever reason they do it for. Do whatever you want. I'm the strongest proponent of doing whatever the you want and not worrying about what people think, as long as you're not hurting anyone else. Like, do you if it makes you happy. I'm just saying, I'm making fun of myself today. That's what this video is about. Laugh at me, don't laugh at the other people, okay? And if you don't know what a Reborn doll is, it is basically a baby doll that is made to look and feel extremely realistic. You can get them custom made, or you can just go on a website that sells them and like pick one out. You know, the ones that are custom made are usually like way more expensive, but you can also get ones that are like a little bit cheaper, but even the cheapest ones are still really expensive, which is just even more. I wasted so much. Why did my parents and family like enable this? Because it all it did was like burden them. Because listen to me, okay? I found these videos, you know, some people just collect them and put them on a shelf and that's all they do, but then others literally treat them like real human babies. And that was me. I thought that looked so fun, and I was like, yes, I want my own Reborn doll to take care of and raise. And somehow I convinced my grandmother, Emmy, and this was way before I lived out here. I just moved here like 2 years ago. This was like 7 or 8 years ago. I somehow convinced Emmy to buy me one of these dolls and get it shipped to my house. It's just so painful because I knew when I got the doll and like while I was playing with it and shit, my parents were like, what? But I was like, I just like kept going with it. I didn't really care that much. The doll that I got was like from a company that made them of slightly lower quality than like the other ones that you could get, but it was still like $100 for this doll. So I got the doll and I was just like thrilled. I was like, yes! Not only did I convince my grandmother to spend $100 on a doll, I also, like my parents, I made my mom waste so much money for this thing because I would go to the real life baby store and buy like real life baby clothes and stuff for a doll. And like, oh, this was my favorite part. My favorite part was getting bottles, like baby bottles, and making fake formula so that it looked like you were really feeding the baby formula. And to make it so that the formula didn't leak out of the real baby bottle that you made your mother spend real money for, you would get like silicone, like a tube of silicone, and squirt it in the tip of the bottle so that it like blocked it from coming out. So that you could like hold the baby and like put the bottle on its mouth and it would look like it was really drinking, but it wasn't, because it's a doll. Oh, I'm so sorry if like any of you that are watching this like actively do this now, but just remember that I'm making fun of myself here, okay? That's what this channel is. But that's not all. No. I would also make little videos on my webcam. Like I said, what really got me into this was YouTube videos. And the YouTube videos that were my favorite about this topic were when people would make my Reborn morning routine, my Reborn nightly routine, and I was like, yes, I want to like have a baby routine every day. So then I was like, I want to make my own little morning night routine Reborn videos for myself, for my personal life. I didn't post them anywhere, thank God, but I would be like, hey guys, this is Janet, I don't know what I named it, and it's time for bed, so we're gonna get cleaned up and get in our jammies and feed her and go to bed, right? So I would like have the video, I would like film me like talking about the doll and being like, she likes this and she doesn't like this, as if, you know, she has an option. But the funniest part to me is that I would go out of my way to get like baby sound effects and play them on my phone, so that in the video, it like, you would hear like a baby crying, and then I'd be like, oh, she's hungry, guys, it's time. Or like, if it was like a morning routine, I would play the baby crying noise and be like, oh, she's waking up, guys, so let's get her out of her crib, which was a box. It was the box that she was shipped to my house in that I lined with like a blanket. And then one day, my younger cousin came over, who you guys might remember. She's like my best friend. She's like my little sister because I don't have actual siblings, and she was like the closest thing that I had to a sibling growing up. She was in my vines all the time and whatnot. But anyway, she came over to my house one day, and she's like 4 years younger than me. So if I was like 12 or 13, she was like 8 or 9. And she was never, that I remember anyway, she was never into like baby dolls and stuff, which is hilarious that I was and she wasn't. I didn't talk about this doll thing with anyone besides like my mom knew about it, my dad knew about it, both of my grandmothers knew about it because I'd spent all of my mom's money on this doll. I was like, oh, hey mom, That's what I call my mom's mom. I'm like, hey mom, can you take me to the real life baby store to spend real life money on real life baby products? And eventually all of these real life baby products that could be used for a real life baby will soon go in the real life trash. Anyway, my cousin comes over. We're very close. I told her literally everything, including the weird shit I was into. You know, normally when I would have people over, I would hide all of the stuff. I would just like throw it in my closet like, oh my god, like I was a damn undercover drug lord or something. Like I had to hide it all in my closet before any of my friends came over. But because I was so close with my cousin, I didn't really feel the need to do that. So she came over and I'm like showing her the doll and I'm like, look at this, it's my daughter. Isn't she cute? She's real. And she was like, what the fuck? Like, what is, are you okay? But of course her mom was like really playing into it, like, oh my god, it's so cute, which of course like parents just do that thing. But it was just so funny how this like 8-year-old was judging the shit out of me. And I was just like, you don't have to be rude about it, okay? Just like, it's my life. It's my life, you know? Basically, I continued my activities with the doll. That sounds not what I meant it to sound like. I continued playing with the doll and pretending that it was my real child for some time after that. And then eventually, all of my family's money that I spent on this inanimate object went to waste, and all of the stuff just like went in my closet. And my mom might still have this doll. I don't know. We've moved three times since that happened, and it's very likely that during one of the moves I was like, get rid of it. But yeah, again, before I end this video, I just want to say, if this is something that you're into, I don't know, just when I think of it being me doing it, it makes me cringe. I just like making fun of myself, okay? I like making fun of the slightly weird things that I got up to in my years, and remembering how the people around me reacted to it is just really funny to me. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm content because I am a mother. I am a real mother now, and I'm more than happy with taking care of my daughter. Yes, hello. So my real life daughter and I, thank you all so much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up for reliving my interesting adolescent years. Subscribe for new videos every Tuesday and Saturday. And if you'd like to support me even more, you can buy my baby face on a shirt or book me on Cameo. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.